There's several chapters in The Art of Possibility, and one of the chapters is called Everybody Gets an A. It's a fabulous way of thinking. And what Benjamin Zander does is he goes around the world and helps orchestras and conducts orchestras and travels and speaks, and he teaches as well. He teaches classes. So one of his classes, he decided at the beginning of the year in September to have everyone write out a letter stating why they deserve an A, why they already earned an A, I should say, in May. So he said, date the letter into the future, so May 2018, date the letter and write me a letter about how you have earned your A and give it to me. And everyone has earned this A from the beginning on. You don't have to, you don't start with a D or an F. You start with an A. So I want you to see yourself in that way and give me the papers back, and then we're going to revisit them at the end of the year. So everyone leaves, and it's like, okay, but people got into it, and they embraced it, and they did it, and everyone was better for it. And here's an example of one of the kids. So he was I think he was from an Asian country, and I say that because he felt bad about himself, and he wanted to. He got accepted in this program and in this class, and he didn't really feel worthy of it. And when he left and got accepted into this class, he was a 68 out of a 70, which means obviously he's at the low end of his class, so he's not first in his class, he's almost last in his class. And he saw himself as a 68 out of a 70, right? And he did not want to do this exercise, but he did it because he was instructed to do it. And when he did it, he wrote that paper, and he said to Benjamin Zander, you know what, and I'm paraphrasing, I'm writing this to myself, and I'm thinking about having an A and what it would feel like and what I would do to earn it. And I'm walking around with this paper in my hand, and I'm thinking, am I a 68 out of 70 or am I an A? What feels better? It feels much better to say I'm an A than to say I'm a 68 out of a 70. So he changed his whole attitude about who he was and whether he was worthy and how he rated simply by writing himself a letter. And he never would have done that if he didn't have a wonderful teacher like Benjamin Zander to come out and say, let's try this. Let's see how it feels. What feels better? Just like his wife was saying in her book, if you reframe it, what feels better? Why not imagine something better than instead of imagining, or maybe you're proven that you're 68 out of 70 for that, but it doesn't have to be that way. So I thought it was a beautiful illustration.